One of my pet hates in the airgun hobby is a specific type of pellet tin, and that is the type with the push-on lid. Now, I've got a few examples here. I'm not picking on these manufacturers. We've got JSB, Webley and RWS. Many of the pellet manufacturers make tins like this, and I absolutely hate them. So why do I hate them? Because they have these push-on lids, okay? In order to get the lid off, you've got to pull it and hold the bottom, and it comes off like that. And I can guarantee you that at some stage with one of these tins, you'll dump the entire contents of 500 odd pellets on the floor or on the bench or somewhere else. Right? It's just crap. They are just awful. So what's the alternative? Well, I've only got one empty one because I used them all up. But, this is a Napier Power Hunter. They're not particularly good pellets, but it's a good example of the tin. It has a screw top lid. Yes, which is dead easy, and the chances of you actually dropping anything out of this next to bloody zero. So these are infinitely preferable to this lot. However, what I do, because I'm so incensed by these tins, what I generally tend to do is I save all my screw top tins when they're empty, and I either scan or download online the image from the push tins that I want, print out, make a label which mimics that, and then stick it on the screw top lid, so that all of my current in-use tins of pellets have screw lids, and they're just miles better. However, you guys know me, I don't like to throw anything away. So, current batch of unused push top lid tins, various different manufacturers, all bloody hopeless. And I figured, well, I know that some airgunners like to use these for targets. They shoot at the empty tins. Why not? I like shooting at tin cans, it's great. So I thought, well, we must be able to build a fairly simple target using these tins. Something that you can slide these off of and put new ones on when you get them and when these get too shot up to be of any use. So I figured, yeah, I had a bit of an idea of what we could do with that. So a bit of aluminium tube, fairly thick wall, so I just had lying around from another project. This is a pack of brazing rods, which I'm never going to use all of those, so we can use these as the spindles. If I need a longer one, I've got a bit of steel rod there that's the right size. So what's the plan? Well, I was thinking we could make a pellet tin tree to shoot at. Something a bit like that. Obviously I'll have to make a base, cut the aluminium off around about here and make a base for it. Not quite sure, probably a bit of wood, something like that. But drill through a couple of holes through the cans, the tins at the top, so that they're free to spin on the crossbars, and then just drill the aluminium tube to allow the cross rods to go in. We could use possibly just simple rubber O-rings to stop the tins from sliding up and down the rods. Anyway, that's the plan. Let's see how it works. Well, it's about an hour later, and after some spectacularly inaccurate drilling, I managed to cock up the holes in the middle, but it's only a bloody airgun target, so it's not going on the space shuttle. Still got to do a base for it, but yeah. Yeah, it's getting there. One problem I did come across, for ease, just to make it easier for me, I decided to drill the tin cans, the pellet kit tins in the middle. And of course, when you do that, they absolutely point blank refuse to sit upright when they come to rest. So, scratching my head, I was thinking, well, that's okay, we just put a bit of weight in the bottom of each one, that'll keep it upright. So I'll show you what I did. Just pull the lid off of this one. Yes, I think you can see that there. Let's close in a little bit so you can have a look. I happen to have a load of little tiny flat rare earth magnets which I salvaged from a ton of old hard drives, and I've just put one of those in the bottom of each can. I can retrieve them after the cans get smashed up, put them in new ones, but that helps to keep the weight at the bottom and it helps to keep them pretty much upright. So just do the base now and we'll be ready to blast away at it. Well, there we go. I found an old bit of fence post which is ideal for the base. It's not very stable that way, but then I'll be clamping this down anyway on my crossboard, which I shoot at. So that won't move. So yeah, I think it's time to give it a go. I think we'll use the Crossman 1077, which is the semi-auto CO2 powered air rifle I've got, which you saw recently in action against the spinners. So we'll see what it'll do with these. Well, I will count that as a success. We managed to shoot 3 of the lids off completely, but then this was never meant to be a survivable target. This is just designed to shoot the cans up until there's not enough left to shoot at, and then we'll replace them with new tin cans. And it works a treat. They spin and everything. I can pop the lids back on and it'll be good to go. So yeah, I would say that for yet another airgun target built mainly out of scrap and utilising stuff that I would normally, you would normally just throw away, these old pellet tins, and yeah, works a treat. So there you go, another dead easy airgun target to make yourself. Anyway, as always, hope you've enjoyed the video and thanks very much for watching. Cheers.